Carolina Panthers first round draft pick Xavier Legette seemed to have a bit of a coming out party here in his rookie year, and we were curious to see how things would actually turn out with the absence of Adam Thielen being injured on injured reserve right now. We wanted to know how the reps and the targets would be distributed, and he had a very, very good game for a rookie, and this is shows some flashes of what Carolina Panthers fans and the public may be able to expect for his career. Some good, some bad, a little bit of awkwardness, a little bit of rookie issues that came up with him as well. We got a whole mix of that. We're going to look at the film room today and get some numbers and stats to break down Xavier Legette, his impact, and what his role could look like moving forward for the Carolina Panthers. If you're new to the channel, my name is Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. I do recap and analysis of the Carolina Panthers. Subscribe down below so you don't miss any content. I have film breakdowns, news updates, rapid recap analysis after the games. I also do bonus film content on my Patreon at patreon.com/UB Sports Talk. So if you can't get enough of these Panthers film breakdowns, go ahead and hit that Patreon and you can check that out as well. Some draft content up on the Patreon too for those people that are into things like that. Again, we knew the traits for Xavier Legette coming out was he was big, strong, could fast, could run. The Panthers talked about how they wanted to deploy him down the field at times, also get the ball into his hands on short and intermediate stuff as well, just to use that yak ability. The guy is 6'1", 225 pounds, ran into 4.3s at the combine. These are traits that people were curious about if they would translate just because he was an older prospect coming out, but sometimes you don't want to overthink the process when you have a guy that's that kind of athlete. You want to just get the ball into his hands. Obviously, there's still some fine tuning to his game that needs to happen, but some of those traits that he has, you just can't teach. So it was only a matter of time before he found a way to start making some plays, and it seems like the Panthers really made an effort to get him involved. He totaled 10 targets, double-digit targets for a rookie in his first start per se, actually, like I said, with Adam Thielen being out. But not just that, they got him involved in the ground game, getting him 2 carries. He got 10 yards on that. So all in all, he ended up having 8 touches for about 76 yards and a touchdown. And I think that this is a good sign for his role going forward. A very, very large target share for their first round draft pick. And he got into the end zone for the first time in his career. And of course, he got on dollar bill and saddled up. If you want to capitalize and think that he's going to keep this up, you can get on my bookie, who is the sponsor of this video, and bet on Xavier Legette to score a touchdown. Next week, going against the Chicago Bears, he's at plus 229 currently to score a touchdown. That means if you put $100 on that bet, you will win $229 in profit. I mean, it's been a year full of surprises, man, and underdogs have been kind of making things happen. So that's why I like to sometimes bet on these prop bets, and that's why Xavier Legette's touchdown may be a little bit of a enticing bet. No, my bookie definitely has your back on that. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action with you and total control. If you want to roll the dice with other guys, good luck. But my bookie, it's never been about guessing. It's about giving you the edge so that every bet that you place comes with confidence and a plan. If you know football and love to win, my bookie is for you. And of course, I got you guys covered with the deposit code. Use my code UBST at the link below or at mybookie.ag when you sign up. You're going to get a 100% deposit match on that first deposit. That way you have more money in your arsenal to bet and make some money with. Stack that with my bookie's risk-free Thursday bets. It's a match made in heaven. You have endless ways to make money and play and get some action on the game. So go ahead and bet on anything, anytime, from anywhere with my bookie, the sports book that gives you control and rewards you for every moment of play. So a quick look at some of the alignment snaps that Xavier Legette has had. He's been in the slot 34% of the time this past game and 65% out wide. That's around the average that he's been pretty much all the year. So not much has changed. He just got more opportunities during the game to play, and obviously more looks and more targets from Andy Dalton, the quarterback. And I like the way they moved him around. They've used him to motion a lot. He hasn't really been that guy that's been out wide, the single wide receiver. They put him in the slot at times. They put him on the outside. They put him in motion. Just a lot of ways to get him involved and move him around. And he's definitely going to get that cardio in. So let's go ahead and look at some of the tape about how he's deployed and just what he's been able to bring to this offense this past week in this breakout game. All right, let's do it. Xavier Legette's lined up at the top of the screen in the bunch formation. He's going to run this out route pretty much to the sticks, lays out there. Good job turning your hands over and laying out and catching that, man. Good job by him. Let's run it back just a little bit. I know we much maligned his hands and catching what his body was today on this effort, but this is the first one where you full extension. Good job whipping your head around. I like the stem. When I say the stem, look, The guy has outside leverage. The corner has outside leverage. He's at the top of the numbers, able to get about a yard inside the top of the numbers. Instead of running straight up and out as a square formation, he's going to angle and aim at that outside shoulder of the corner. That way he gets leverage for the out route. The corner's bailing anyway. And then when you aim on that outside shoulder, you're selling that vertical route. You want to sell that vertical route to make him back up. Once you do that, look at all that separation that's created. Getting your head around, come out the breaks, rolling with speed. Don't lose any speed coming out the break. Get your head around, snatch the ball, get those feet in bounds. We're good. Next play, here's one of the ones that he's deployed in slot here at the bottom, the very inside wide receiver's going to run an out route using the physicality. Lean on the defender, get that little push off, a vet move to create you some space. They told me he couldn't create separation. That's what they told me coming out of college. But when you put him in the slot, you don't have to deal with the same press coverage that everybody else does. You get a little bit of off coverage. So deploying him this way allows him free access. I know some of the knocks on him was his ability to come out of press coverage and wasting too much time at the line of scrimmage. When you give him a free release like this, he's able to take advantage. You see the physicality that happens. There's still contact, but he goes face outside, comes inside, fakes inside, comes back outside, and then leans on the defender almost like he's trying to get down the seam. And then when you lean on him, but also stab that foot in the ground, a little bit of a push off to get away with it because you're a bigger wide receiver. These refs do not like calling these penalties. So I said that on my Patreon. If you're on the Patreon, you heard my first breakdown from week 1 against the Saints. I want to see him be more physical. And this is exactly what it is. Create that separation. Look how much space that is. That's what, 3 yards of separation. Ball's already on the way. Get your head around, catch it, secure it, and go down. I know people were talking about how awkward sometimes he's been at the catch point. I think it's nerves. Him dropping that first pass against the Bills in preseason, I think might have gotten his head, and him getting all this volume here so far in the game. It's the first quarter. He's already had, 3 targets. I think the nerves are there. He's just not a high volume game like this has been a minute. So, and these are things that can be worked on. And this one, look, he catches it, but it gets into his body still, but he jumps and the timing is fine. Like Andy throws it with some anticipation because look at the pressure. Andy's winded up already. He's not out his breaks, but it's a great pass. Put it right on him. He had plenty of room because he created separation. You want to see him catch it a little bit more smoother because he's so good with yak that if he can stay on the ground or maybe even catch it with his hands extended, he can maybe stay on the ground and get a few more yards. But regardless, good chunk play. We move the chains. I love it. Next up, he's going to be at the bottom of the screen. More press coverage here, but he's going to use the physicality on the in-breaking route this time. Gets that inside release, leans on him. Same thing there. It's a post route, but boom, creates that separation with the suddenness, a little bit of a push off. The ball is right there on time. When he's getting the ball out of time on his breaks, he's going to create most of his separation as soon as he gets out of the breaks just because of that physicality. The ball's already on the way. Look. Andy's winding up now before he even gets out of that break. The timing is impeccable right there on him. Yes, it's a body catch, but I think it's maybe because the ball got on top of him so fast that it doesn't matter. He just used his body. Regardless, he secured that one. That's a good chunk play right there for 17 yards, moving the chains yet again for Deontay. Let's watch it from this angle just so you can see him break on the inside. Maybe you'll be able to from this angle. It's hard to tell, but the ball's there. You can see the separation. Boom, right there on his body. He catches it, secured anyway. Goes down. All right, let's get you in the end zone. Rookie for the first time is at the top of the screen on the slot as well. Going to run a crossing route and just going to keep running and working with the quarterback. They try to pass him off in zone. He continues to run with good speed side to side. You can use your speed to win horizontally, not just vertically. And that's what he does here. He runs that crossing route. They try to pass it off. He has the leverage. This is a great ball by Andy to be rolling left, flipping them shoulders, getting them shoulders square, putting it right on his chest. Again, another body catch. I know fans are worried about it, but we in the end zone. Like I said, this is something that can be worked on. The athleticism, that's stuff you can't teach. The nuances of like catching and stuff like that, you can get on the jugs machine like every other receiver that needs to on this team because of those drops and work on those hands and getting more comfortable with those hands. And he still is a work in progress. This is just the flashes that you like to see as a rookie, but he still can get better. That's the most attractive part of it. And you see him hopping on dollar bill, y'all. We good. I love him winning with speed. Like I said, the pass off, Andy puts it on him. We love it. Get in the end zone, young fella. All right, here's the drop. Andy's gonna roll to his right, and Legette's there on the sideline, kind of getting too far ahead of himself. The ball's a little bit low. It's in that dead spot. Typically, if it's above your waist, you want to stick your hands out, extend, and pluck the ball out of the air. If it's below your waist, yeah, then you turn your hands over, put your pinkies together. So why don't you either create they call it a noose, I guess, per se, but you put your hands together like you're doing a diamond, like you're part of Rockefeller or Delta in the Divine Nine, whatever you like to get down with. Or if it's below, you turn and put your pinkies together and catch the ball. This one was about his chest, a little bit awkward. Let it get too far into his chest without trapping it, and it was kind of low. Squatting down, like I said, it is a little bit of awkwardness. So once he gets that body control together, this is easy. This is a catch, and look what the space he has. Because if he catches that guy overran it. So if he catches that, we're off to the races. We're down the sideline. You have Mingo, maybe Deontay. If he gives some effort to block Von Bell, he can get there, and you may be off to the races. At least another 8 to 10 yards at worst on this play. But unfortunately, you get too far ahead of yourself. You don't secure the catch before things go and let it get into your body. And that's what happens when you let stuff get into your body. You have these awkward sideline plays that just look weird. You know what I'm saying? It's all about body control, man. We saw these weird body control moments from Mingo as a rookie at times, navigating the sideline, but this is just at the catch point, not trapping it when it gets into your body. Yeah, I mean, a body catch would have been fine here, but you just got to look it in before you start running. I know you're getting excited about all the room you have, but you got to look that in before you get to running. That's a big play and leaving meat on the bones. Quick peek at Legette in the running game. He's going to get the end around here off the ball here. It's going to come and go in motion, get the quick hitter. Got a lead blocker. Nice 8-yard gain just to use that speed to get to the corner, turn the corner a little bit. Not anything crazy. You get a little bit better blocking from maybe Brady Christensen to set that edge. You can get a little bit more vertical, but good blocking on the perimeter by him. And Tommy Tremble, of course, doing this thing. You get 8 yards, good chunk of yards on first down. These are stuff that shouldn't have took 4 weeks to happen. Regardless of who's playing quarterback or how bad they're playing, these are things that any quarterback can do to get Legette the ball. I'm glad they're finally doing it, but this is way overdue. This is another drop, this time on third down, which was really, really painful. But you run, you stop there, find the grass to try to move the sticks. I'm fine with the depth. You good job finding that soft spot in the zone. The ball could have been higher, of course, yes, but I think Andy was trying to do you a favor and throw it low to protect yourself. That way they don't have a chance to get their hands on it. Regardless, it could have been caught. Probably should have been a better pass, but you still want your rookie to come up with this to move the chains in a game like this where your team is down 10 in the fourth quarter. These are third down plays that you need. These are the difference between winning and losing. You know what I'm saying? It's low. So, yeah, you got to, like I said, stick your pinkies together, stick your hands out and try to get it and trap it that way. Don't let it completely get into your body when you catch it and trying to trap it with your elbows. This is what happens. Slides right down your jersey and it falls off and hits the ground. Not an easy catch, but one that we need in that moment. A similar type of catch. Just get on. I need them on the jugs machine. I know they're working on their hands, but I need the whole receiver room on the jugs machine because these are game-changing plays. These are game-changing plays. You know what I'm saying? But if it doesn't work out here because of the drop. But these are the difference between winning and losing, man. Moving the sticks in these scenarios, and so it's very, very low, but a catchable ball at that. You want Andy to help him out just a tad. If you get it up just a little bit, you probably move the sticks. Even if you put it right on his chest, he can maybe even catch it and backpedal and fall into the first down, but it's super low. It is what it is. Here's towards the end of the game, man. This is really what I love to see from Legette, man. The underneath going to run it's kind of like a little jerk route. I can't tell if it's a jerk or not. I don't know if it's a stop and he just got into the quarterback's vision after he scrambled, but regardless, a jerk is kind of where you just stop and then go back. You start again and go back across the middle. He does that here, and watch him avoid this tackle. Whoop. Hurdles that leg up, gets vertical. This is the explosion and after the catch that we want to see. 17-yard gain. How many yards is that? Catches it at 5. Gets 12 yards after the catch. Dodges a linebacker. These are linebackers, DBs that are trying to tackle him. Linebacker misses the first time because he whoop. Look at him lean his body. Look at the hips. Lean his body. Hurdles that leg over to get it up so he can't miss. So he can't get him. Von Bell overruns it. 12 yards after the catch. This is the explosive ability that we brought him here for these type of routes. To take underneath routes, this is that Rashee Rice regiment where you get the ball underneath, get vertical, break tackles, get all your yards at the catch if you have to, man. We'll take them. Yards are yards. Let's get some easy yards. These are plays where you can call your own shots, what I like to call it, where you don't have to have anything complicated to get you the ball. You can create yards on your own, get it, whoop, make a guy miss, make another guy miss, 12 yards after the catch. I think the next play, he was pretty much gassed up here at the top of the screen, going to run an out route. Look how slow he runs, gets out of that break. He doesn't get his head around fast enough. He's exhausted getting up. This is a guy that played a lot of snaps. He played a lot of snaps compared to what he was used to playing in the past, and you can tell that he was starting to feel the effects of it, especially after just getting the ball. So just got to work on that stamina and conditioning as well in this 2-minute drill. When you're getting a little bit more reps, rookie, the NFL, man, it's a whole new ball game. So you see the sloppiness when the technique when you're tired. So maybe somebody gets him a break, but regardless, we're going to have to get him on the field, keep him on the field because of the lack of depth with injuries to Adam Thielen. Not a great pass in general, but the route, you can tell he doesn't look as fast or explosive as he normally does because of the fatigue, but it is what it is here. I'm not going to beat him up too much on this. Like I said, just not used to playing as many snaps, so the stamina definitely has to increase. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him go deep too much or get any targets deep, but here's one of the opportunities that happened. This was picked off, but he forced the pass interference. You can see him win and get that separation. The ball's a little underthrown because of the holding, but the flag happens anyway. Let's run him back to see the move that he made. So he comes off of press coverage, not really aggressive press, releases inside, even though he's going vertical, releases inside, swerves back out once he tries to attack the blind spot. We talked about the blind spot in previous videos, attacking the blind spot, which is get out of the corner's peripheral vision. That way the corner can't stay with you, makes the corner have to turn his hips. That allows him to get that step. The corner panics and grabs. That's why the timing is off, because the ball is gone already. The ball is off and he's getting grabbed. So that's going to throw off the timing, of course. And you see Legette can't find the ball. Maybe if he had more time to find the ball, he could elevate vertically, but he's winning so far down the field. Look at the separation down the field that he might have expected to be laid out for him. It was a hell of a pick by the defender, but the PI is going to make it call back. But we get to see that vertical speed. The speed can be a little bit overwhelming for defenders. I think they underrate how fast and explosive he actually is. Look at him getting behind there. Had Andy dropped that in the bucket and he had better timing, that's a huge play. We never know how far that can go as they really get with his speed and his strength when he has the ball in his hands. But I love seeing at least one vertical shot to him. Maybe we'll get a little bit more in the future when those one-on-one opportunities are there. Obviously, you see the middle safety, he's going to favor Deontay's side because, look, he's have his hips open up to Deontay's side because Deontay's been getting those vertical passes most of the game. So that's the benefit of Legette being able to operate in that number 2 position. He's going to get some one-on-one opportunities, and him being able to take advantage of it like this is a good sign because, like I said, if he's able to gets this one, this is a huge play. But you love to still see him trying to benefit off the attention that Deontay Johnson is getting. Look, Deontay Johnson's running that vertical at the top. He's manned up one-on-one, and you see, like I said, the safety open up there. But then you have Legette winning as he goes inside and breaks out. I'm fine with it, man. I like it. I want to see more vertical opportunities. I want to see more 50-50 opportunities. The 50-50 opportunities they were given to Deontay, I think that's something that they should probably give to Legette just to see what he can do, man. Give the big dog a chance. Let the big dogs eat. But I want to get you guys' thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know how you feel about Xavier Legette's debut. I know some people are a little bit pissed off about the drops and the awkwardness with his hands. I think it's very, very correctable, but I want to get you guys' thoughts on Legette and what more you want to see from him going forward. I appreciate you guys watching. This is Aaron Duncan with the SA Banter Sports. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you watching. Peace.